WJAB 90.9 FM. We're coming to you live from the campus of Alabama A&M University. More music from Charisse. That's from her last CD, I Fall, and the track Heaven Sent, which you've been hearing right here on WJAB. I'm very happy to welcome my guest today, Charisse, very talented, versatile, based in New York. There are lots going on. We're going to find out about the new music and Charisse. Good afternoon. She's in New York. Good afternoon, Charisse. How are you?
Hey, Jackie. I'm doing very well, thanks.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks so much for inviting me on your radio show.
You're quite welcome. You have quite a project here. You have quite a voice already. We know that. I've had a number of people inquiring about the music. And, of course, I reached out, and here you are. Now, we're going to get to know a little bit about Charisse. Were you born in New York? Give us a little background there.
Yeah, actually, I was born in Brooklyn, raised in Manhattan, and my mom was, she still sings, but she was very influential to me with the music because she did a lot of Broadway and television shows, and she would bring me into the studio, and I'm just, that's what got me the bug. When I went into the studios with her to watch her record, I thought that's what I want to do.
Wow.
And so it began.
Okay, so did you get to play instruments also, or was it just the vocal end of it?
Yeah, it was actually piano was my first instrument. My mom started me off with this little toy piano when I was 4, and that's when I actually started playing. And I don't read music, but I write, and I guess play by ear. And my father also is a musician, so
wow.
I guess I got the genes from the both of them.
Exactly. Very musical family there. Now, I understand you've been writing since about the age of 14, is that right?
Yeah, about 14, 15 is when I first started really writing songs that had lyrics to it. And it was just a passion of mine. I always hear music in my head.
Wow. Did you get any formal training, or was it just basically, family there?
It was basically family. Like I said, my mom really was my first influence because she was always singing around the house, and I would sing with her, and then we would sing in harmony, and even when she had her voice students, because she also taught voice, I would start harmonizing, and she'd say, Charisse, please, I can't hear. I'm trying to teach, and you're over there, harmonizing, and, maybe I was 8, 9 years old.
Right.
So she realized I had that gift or bug or whatever you want to call it.
Passion for the music there. Wow.
At a very early age.
Right. So.
And she kind of started me on commercials, because that's when I really started doing more professional music, I guess, because she actually started me with jingles. So I actually started doing jingles when I was about 7 or 8 years old.
Amazing there. What would you consider to have been your first big break?
Oh, gosh. I would have to say my first maybe big break was when I joined a local band here in New York called Jamila.
Right.
And the founder of the band is Larry Peoples. And we performed in a lot of local clubs, and that's where actually Keith Sweat came from, and Rainey Davis, and we performed at the Apollo Theater. So I guess that was like the biggest moment for me, because I had maybe a couple of songs to do in the band, a solo, and I got my first standing ovation from the Apollo Theater.
Oh, my, and we know.
From the Apollo, it's like, okay, you're in.
Exactly, because
now you're in.
That's right, we know how tough that crowd can be.
Oh, now, yes. They're scary, but they're very, they like you. They're very, very welcoming, very warm, very, very cool people.
Yeah, definitely. What were some of the other venues? I know you were at Avery Fisher Hall, and where were some of the other places you've had a chance to perform?
Basically, just, I guess, a lot of local clubs, maybe the Bitter End, did a thing with a production called the Jazz Nativity, and we did perform at Avery Fisher Hall and a couple of other theaters. And within that production, there was Tito Puente, Paquito de Rivera, so many great artists and legends that I actually, was privileged to be on the same stage with.
Right.
So I would say, just mostly like local clubs.
Right. Okay, now how did we get to the first CD, rather, I Fall?
Good question. I was actually encouraged by friends to put together a CD. Mm-hmm. And because, a lot of people heard my music, but there was nothing ever on vinyl or anything.
Right.
And a couple of friends just suggested that I put together a CD, and that was my first EP.
Ah.
I had some great musicians on there, a lot of musicians that work with Roberta Flack. Mm-hmm. So it was just a fabulous first ever production that I got to work with a lot of different musicians. And I co-produced the CD, and it was just a great experience.
Wow. Now, I understand I Fall itself was nominated for the 2009 JPF Independent Music Awards.
Yes, it was.
Yes. Yes, it was. Very nice song.
And I know it's cliche, but, it was just great. I hate to sound like everybody else, but it really was just really nice to be included.
Right.
I think they have about 500,000 submissions. Mm-hmm. So the fact that I was, nominated for the Best Jazz song, it was just fabulous.
Yeah, the song itself is really nice. Now, also, Charisse, I understand it caught the attention of Roberta Flack and Ashford and Simpson and Queen Latifah. Tell us about that.
Yes, I was performing at Ashford and Simpson Sugar Bar. Mm-hmm. And Queen Latifah walked in, and she's sitting there, and, I got up and I sang my little song, and after it was over, she actually came up to me, and she said, "Is that the song that you wrote?" And I said, "Yes, it is." She said, "Well, you have CDs available?" And I said, "Yes." And I was going to give her a copy.
Right.
She said, No, don't give it to me. She said, "I want to support, and she said, "How much is it?" And I told her it's like $10.
Right.
She said, "Okay, here you go." She was on her phone.
Right.
And she just reached in her pocket. She said, "Good luck. I really like the song." And she said, I'm here to support any local artist, anybody that's got some great music. And it was just great. She was very, very nice, very, very down to earth.
Wow, that had to be a great feeling to have your music, of course, noticed like that.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
Now, here we go to the new project, The Good Life. And as I said in the beginning, the very talented, versatile Charisse. Again, here you wrote, produced, arranged, and performed everything, right?
Yes.
Wow. Now, tell me a bit about the lineup, the music, how it came together.
It was actually just a labor of love. Like I said, I always have music in my head, and I just started writing, and I thought, well, I just want to try doing this myself for once. I always write my own music, but I just wanted to give myself the challenge of doing the production and doing the arrangements and all of the backgrounds and whatnot. And like I said, it was a labor of love. It's a lot of work.
You did a great job, though.
Trial and error, but I enjoyed every moment of it.
Right, you did a great job with it, and it has been aired here at WJAB.
Thank you.
Now, you've got the 12 tracks, the 12th, of course, being the bonus track for the This Silence. There's an instrumental version on there. Yes. And tell me about some of your song selections for this.
Well, actually, This Silence is the only song that I didn't write on the album. It's a song that my brother wrote, also being a musician. And he usually wrote a lot of instrumentals, but this is one of the first songs that he wrote that had lyrics to it, and it was always such a haunting melody to me, and I thought, this is something that I just have to do.
Right.
And I just wanted to, he passed away, and I just wanted to dedicate and, give homage to my brother's art and his talent and his personality, and just do it in the way that he would have wanted it. And it's a very emotional song for me. Even though I didn't write it, it was just very emotional to sing it, but it's just one of my favorite songs, actually, of the whole album.
Oh, wow.
To tell you the truth.
Wow. Well, there are several that I like. And as I said, both CDs I've been playing on the show, I Fall, and of course, The Good Life, and getting some really, really nice response. I think I tell you about the gentleman who was making the comparisons, I think, between Shantae Moore and, I mean, I've heard all kinds of things, and I'm sure that makes you feel good.
Oh, yeah. Shantae Moore is one of my favorite artists. So that's definitely an honor.
Definitely. Now, while I'm thinking about it here, would you please give our audience the official website to find out everything there is about Charisse?
Well, the official website is CharisseDavis.com, and my bio is on there, and some of the songs are on there, and a couple of videos, everything you need to know, where you can purchase the CDs. It actually directs you right to CD Baby, which is where my CDs are on, and also iTunes and Amazon. But the website really gives you more of a personality aspect of
really
who
nice.
I am and how I got started and what I've done.
Exactly. Some nice pictures, photos for them to check out there. And let me make sure they have the spelling correct. It's CharisseDavis. CharisseDavis.com. And you're also on Facebook now, right?
Yes, I am.
That's right.
It's Facebook.com/Charisse Music.
Great. Now, Charisse, what would you like to do after this? What are you looking at, per se, as far as another project, or what you would like to do at this point in the business with this?
Actually, what I would like to do is do some more writing for different artists. And I would love to have my music in films and television, things like that, because I do like being in the background. Even though I've performed and been on stage and whatnot, I really do enjoy the background aspect. So I really would like to write for other people, and I actually have an Italian group that has covered I Fall in Italian.
Oh, my.
And they're over in Italy. They're sisters. Their names are Paola and Chiara, and they're actually sisters.
Right.
And they covered I Fall in Italian. So, I mean, to actually hear my song, in a different language was just
interesting. There had to be
fabulous. So that's what I would like to do I'm doing it now, but I really would in the future like to write for other people.
I could see that happening with the films and all, because your music, of course, really, really, really good, in my opinion. And
thank you.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to hearing more. I'm sure you'll let me know and keep me posted.
Of course I will.
Again, I want to thank my guest today, Charisse. The new CD is called The Good Life, available, as she said, CD Baby, Amazon, iTunes, Rhapsody, CharisseDavis.com. Congratulations on a job well done. And if you will hold the phone just a minute, I want them to hear the title track.
Okay,
right?
Fabulous.
So we're going to be doing that in just a second. Again, Charisse with The Good Life, right here on WJAB.
Thanks so much, Jackie.